This video is entitled Document Tracking. We'll look at the document tracking page where your users will be able to view their order history. We'll go to the website and log in as administrator. We'll then navigate to the order tracking page. On this page, your users will be able to view their past orders, invoices, back orders, quotes, returns. On this page, the user can pull up a report of their order. The user can see related documents. The users can see, when the document was created, what is the status of the document, how much the document was for, and also they can use their copy items feature, which will add to cart all the items that are on that document as long as those items are still published to the website. This page has a configuration section where you can configure what columns the user gets to see, what are the lookup criteria, what documents they can see. In order to get that configured, you go into Edit Settings, and on the first default tab you can specify what type of documents you want to offer, you want to make visible to your users. Then you can specify whether you want the page to default to open documents only. If you do check that, or if you do activate that when the user first goes to the order tracking page or document tracking page, all they'll see is the open documents only. They can then uncheck a checkbox which will refresh the page and show them all their documents. You can also decide to include voided orders on the website. You can specify what the default document type is that loads when the customer first, or when the user first comes to the page. In this case, this is set to where you can select from any other document types that are available. You can also configure the lookup section. Here you can specify whether users can look up documents by PO number, document date, document number, and item number. And you can also specify what the default lookup by is. In this case, it's document date. Just leave that. Once you're done with the configurations on this page, you'll hit Save Settings or Save Changes, and you're all set. Now the changes have been saved and should be reflected on the website. Next tab here is the documents per page. Here you can specify how many documents user gets to see when they first come to the page, as long as give them options or define options for them as to, so they can change how many documents they can see. As you can see here, we have 15, 30, and 60, so the customer can toggle between those three options and see 15, 30, or 60 documents on the page. You can also remove an option from here, so I can go in here, select 60, hit remove from list. Now 60 is not available in here. If I save it, go back to the page drop down will only get 50 and 30 for me there. I can also add additional options here. So let's say we'll add 60 back, and then maybe we can add 100. Save changes. Now when we go back to the page, I'll show you that there are 4 options there in the paging options. The customer can select how many documents they can see at once. Next step is the sort order. On here we would check to make each column had a clickable sort, which to sort, which means that the customer can click on the heading of any column and sort by that column. And we can also specify the default sort. In this case, it's document date, and I'll just leave it at that. I'll hit Save Changes. And finally, we have the Show Hide Columns menu here. Here you can activate, deactivate the different columns that you want to offer to your customers. You can change the labels of them or the captions. So if you don't want, if you don't want this to say document number, maybe you want it to say order number because you're only letting your customers see orders, then you could change that to say order number, save changes, and that will reflect on the website. And once we go back, you'll notice that one of the things that I changed was the fact that I added a few more options in here. So 60 and 100 are in here now. If I change that to 100, this page is gonna update, and I'm gonna see 100 documents here. Another piece of this is the technical settings, which will let me change things like the order status heading here, the text that's over here, the labels here. So we'll go into this little drop down here, hit edit technical settings, and then go into resource file, edit, and down here we'll find the heading, which set order status, which is right there. As you can see, label heading, and I'll change that to document tracking. I'll save it, and I'll go back, and you'll notice that the heading now says document tracking. As I said, you can change all these other captions on here through the resource file or through the technical settings as well. You can also add instructions to customers here by going into your technical setting once again, and the static pages. There are two static pages that are included. One's at the top of the order tracking page, the other one's at the bottom. So you can edit one of these, and you can put instructions to your customers here. Save changes and go back, and as you can see, you have instructions to the customers at the top of the page.